Hello YouTube, in this tutorial we will learn about iteration using two new commands, iter and next. So basically we will have some list, for example, you know this from tutorials up till now, with elements red and I don't know, blue and yellow. Okay, so normally you will say for x in range or for x in colors do something like print x, and that's cool, you know, that will work. Now when you are using iteration, you will first create some kind of rotator, and I'm using here name rotator as a part of electromotor, you know, something that spins. So you will say iter, and iter on what? Iter on target, which will be colors. Okay, now how to use this thing? Well, you will say, for example, print and then next, okay, and then a rotator. So that's kind of intermediate iteration using two new commands, right? So result will be red, and because list is indexed thing, that means, well, normally you can grab things by index, and when you issue one command after another, well, this iteration will follow that indexing basically. So let me explain. So see, no matter how much times I run this stuff, I will get always same order. But the moment when I have more iteration than elements, then we will run into this thing, which will be error, like well, warning basically. So iteration is stopped there. Right, so you will probably say, well, what's the usage of it? Well, let me think. For example, you have a couple of IP addresses and you just wanna ping first two. Let's actually do that. Like you have one address and another address, and then third one, which will be router. Okay, and then the name must be IPs, something meaningful, and rotation for all these elements will go like this. So that works. Now let's create that ping stuff. We need a OS module, right? And rotator, right? So for x in range 2, okay, we have 3 elements, but we will go up to 2. We will issue os.system and then actual ping of that specific IP. So plus next rotator. Right, I think we are fine. So let's run our script now, and yeah, there you go. You can also have, for example, some break here for simplicity reasons on the screen. Okay, times 50, and I think that will work. Right, so that's kind of cool. And if you want a little bit of pause, because this is too fast, like DOS, you will import time module, and that means that you can use pause. So for example, here we will have, or not here but after the operation, we will say time will go to sleep for 3 seconds and TLS, and that's it, and there you go. So that basically works. Now this is, you know, classical example and so on. So the question is, can you use this approach on dictionary? Well, let's see. So I will delete this example, okay, and then let's create one dictionary, like diction, and we'll use curly brackets, name of person, and actual data, Anastasia. Apparently I like her very much, so I don't know. Secure number, and actual number, blah blah, who cares. So again we will create rotator. You can use whatever you like, and iter on diction. Okay, and after that let's print next from rotators, and result will be name. Okay, so next time when you call it, that will be name plus Anastasia. Oops, sorry, social security number. So when you are iterating, basically you will grab keywords, and if you go to 3 of them or 4 of them, whatever, the result will be stop iteration. So basically you will iterate over keywords. So let's do something silly here, like let's extract keys in a specific list, like we need that for something, I don't know. So scale of keys will be empty for now, and we have rotation, and then we will delete this. So for x in range 2, okay, we will add two keys with append the well, what's the term here? The next iterator, the next rotator. Okay, and after that we will print everything in key case. I think that will work, so let me see. Okay, so name and SSN, so that works. Now basically I'm hard coding pretty much stuff here, so I do know that we have 2 of the keys. Okay, so I'm using here just range 2 because I know that in the front. But you know, this is just a silly example, and what if you don't understand this, what we have done, so we have opened blanco list with intention to grab keys. Okay, so this is name, pretty much self-explanatory. Then we are using iteration to like third hand to help us to grab these keys, like operation, and then in a for loop up to maximum number of keys we are extracting those keys with the next and appending it to our list, and after that we are just printing it. So I mean, yeah, I mean you can also type for x in diction keys, you can type that x and you will get the same result. But you know, it was silly example, so in any case it works. So 8 minutes again, damn it, I tend to create long tutorials, I don't know. So as always, thank you for watching, thank you for support and subscription, and see you next tutorial.